What's up, guys? We just landed in Indy, headed to the track. It's my first time competing at the Indy 800. I've been here. The very first time that the boys decided they were going to do an event in Indy, we were here for PRI, and I was with them, and we went and did a track visit, but I didn't get to make it that year, and I haven't actually ever attended the Indy event. So excited to say the least. This is a pretty cool track, very historic track. So to get to race here is going to be really, really cool. So let's go check it out and see what this weekend has in store for us. We did pretty well at the Freedom 500. Got to lap 81 of 100, which is the longest I've survived in one of these. So let's see if we can't finish the race here and maybe we could do something. So we're here in Indy. Let's see what it's about.
Here, Biffle's here, Zach's here, Leo, there he is, Cameron, here, Victor, Kyle Wade. Alright, quick reminder, we're in 4,000-pound missiles. 1,200 horsepower Whipple supercharged LS, that's here. You have to take it home or I'm keeping it. Totally screwed. Only use your nitrous when you're full throttle, or you may hear a loud boom. We want it tight. Bumper to bumper. It's fast here. If you haven't driven here, it is significantly faster than the Freedom Factory. Obviously, the last lap, you gotta do what you gotta do. There's a freaking LS on the line. All right, guys, let's have a great night. Big shout out to Heat Wave Visual, sponsoring the Indy 800.
Sure, we're doing great here. We want to talk about our qualifying groups? Yeah, let's go ahead.
Really good.
Yeah, group number one here. I mean, this is a good group. You're going to KSR. You're also going to have Jim York, Jack Sanjini, Clay Milligan, and Connie Kelly. So KSR, I would think, would probably be the best favorite coming out of that group.
That'd be the best thing for it.
That's going to have 5 cars. So that's going to be the midget sprint cars and silver crown cars. But there's one thing that how the night we get to see it kind of in the south.
So this track is really, really cool. It's way different than Freedom Factory. It's a lot faster. This was my first time out there, so I was taking it kind of easy or whatever, but I got a really good feel for it. We're in 7th qualifying position right now. I felt like I could have pushed it a little bit more, but I learned a lot. I just tried a couple different things. But this is going to be a fun race, and it's going to be fast, which if you crash, it's going to hurt. It's going to be a lot more intense than at the Freedom Factory because you get a lot more speed here. I was able to do the laps with out almost touching the brakes at all, barely touching the brakes. I think I got a good line. Kevin took me around the track earlier and kind of gave me some pointers, and I think they're going to come out and they're going to come in handy. So let's see where we end up. Right now we're in 7th place on the qualifying sheet. I'm happy with that. So let's see what happens.
And without a doubt, the best looking high level of concentration, of tire conservation at this race. And there are people like Tony Stewart that are not going to be able to conserve tires. He's going to have to charge pretty hard over the beginning of this thing to put himself in position. So to me, that idea of how quick can you get up and how many laps is that going to consume, that's going to set us up, just even at the tires to finish this thing the way it needs to. What we saw last year, though, was Tony get through the field.
I was second gear wide open and right there.
Close to the bottom, you get
settled in. I don't need to push it any further.
Way down
This is where I'm going to settle in. This is where I'm going to
I
ride.
stopped using the brakes.
I expect you're going to see the same thing out of Biffle. And if Biffle's smart, or if Tony's smart,
I wonder if you're on the limiter if your mile an hour is not as
maybe let
you got to commit. You got to go inside. Dude, you got to watch Tony. He slides into the turn full speed.
Here, but of course, just
he even when he touches his brake, if you listen, he's still on the gas. He's in there 2 feet. Yeah, getting after it. I love it. Oh, I'm fired up.
I think we're in for an absolute treat, man.
I just want to stick a race of pro mods against street cars. This is tough.
But I think
this is harder than
I think we're setting up. We have the last year.
So Tony Stewart came out. We were number 9, qualified number 9. Tony Stewart came out first lap, went number 1, bumped us off the board. So we're somewhere in the middle there. But good news, they inverted the field. So we'll start in a good spot. I got a really good feeling for the track. I just only had 3 laps to get it. I think now I can I can improve quite a bit. I watched Tony race, and I learned a few things too. He pretty much goes through this whole track wide open. Even when he's on the brakes, he's on the gas. So I'm just going to push it a little bit harder and try to survive 80 laps at the Indy 800. But this stuff is so much fun, guys. Everybody's having a blast. We go out there, have a good time. I want to finish. If we win, that'd be sick, but I just want to finish. So let's see what happens.
I'm currently scanning the infield, and I'm making sure and I'm hoping that all women and children are attended to.
Are you going to pair up?
Yeah, we're teammates.
Oh, okay.
It was the 2001 Motor Track Interview. Now, my understanding is
we're going to take that out lesson. We're going to shove it in one of his 240s and go to the list race.
Damn right. When the 5-speed stick, they made like first hit at it. The very first hit, the subframes are down the ride. That's always good when you get those two in the same set.
They're up to something.
We didn't realize it until we were back in the day. He said,
what do you do if somebody starts pushing you?
Looked at this layout last year.
Let them know. Show us for sure. You know, you got some wild boys back there too. It's me and Jimmy, and there's some wild boys right behind you.
Take radiator out here.
Give us a few laps.
Just give us a few laps.
Hey, whatever, man. We'll see. We'll see.
One of the cars, you got to pay to pass. That's a good idea. There you go. Yeah, and then we just open up. There goes the car.
I don't know if there's enough. You go from wall to wall, past the pit road.
He's going. Nanacore heads out to the race lead. Anacoy is making that sweeping or the tight. Whoa, there you go. He just hooked him. The 134 has gone around, and now Jeff Block and Speedy Cop is closing in. Seth Frosty, the number 13, but he take the jump so far. Speedy Cop, Frosty, the 27. There you see, if you hit the ramp at a little bit of a slower pace, you've got a better shot. Oh my God, Tex Choice is going. Oh my goodness, and Jeff's going off the end. Oh my goodness, into the tunnel. Jeff Block has gone up and over. The 32 machine is gone over. Red flag is out. Jeff Block, the Speedy Cop, take a bow, sir.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and the bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner the land of the free and the home of the brave. Wesley Baker, ladies and gentlemen, singing an incredible version of the national anthem. Let him hear it, folks. One more time for Wesley Baker. You're going to be able through the windows.
The guy in the back would not limit the amount of food. Fine with that. I've seen him, as you see, the field is starting to roll as the engines have fired. It doesn't look like terminal damage for any of them. Stewart looks like he's definitely going to roll. These drivers have been out there for a long time. Fronts are going. So, run really, really hard and very, very aggressive.
Want of water?
Oh my goodness.
There's a hole in the radiator.
Listen,
Debris or something.
Things have gone tonight.
Try something real quick. See if you can stop it.
That was a nice mushroom by that one.
Yeah. Get behind him, push him. Hey, when you get behind him, push him.
That breaker is still good. There's still
Apply that pressure they keep fucking up when you get behind them. Just stay on their ass and push them. When they break up, give them a bump and then shoot around them.
I feel like, here we go, forklift time. So if this were me and my one...
Radiator has a pinhole in it. They're trying to pinch it.
Okay, yeah. Try to work that thing. Yeah, we should be doing that. I don't think we're going to get rained up. There's tires everywhere. I guess it didn't rain any harder than it did earlier. We could really... You know, this benefits really just gone in the midst right when this had happened.
Let's hear it one more time for Kevin Smith, KSR.
In these Leaders Racing events, good, hard, clean racing on the night the lights were on.
We're on a caution and we're like bumping each other.
Hey, you hit my mirror one time. I was trying to readjust it while we were going down the
We're
freeway.
like bumping each other. I hit his mirror. I see him put his mirror out.
Fantastic. The whole night was great. We loved to have seen a couple of those guys be able to the distance. We saw the typical.
As a big fan of drag
We
racing,
saw a couple of
this is
decent impacts out
really
there, but
fun.
overall, we saw everybody walk away
This is
and would leave the night with a peaky turn.
Imagine real hard.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was awesome.
How about Victor Ralph? Yes.
You guys ought to see what y'all did to them right front tires.
Oh, I killed one. I came in for a tire, it was gone. I was like, I really need a caution. I went in and then there was a caution. It worked out. But guys, we finished top 5 Indy 800. This is the first time I finished one of these races that Cletus has invited me to. I'm beyond ecstatic. That was so much fun. I'm covered in sweat. The top 5, and I finished behind Kevin KSR, who's a beast, Biffle, Brad. Dude, I was up there with the gangsters up front, the guys who like do this all the time. So I'll take my top 5. For me, I feel like I won. To compete with these guys on that level, just a little old drag racer, I'm proud, I'm happy, I had a blast. So thank you guys for watching. This is a blast. We'll see you guys at Stafford. We're going to do all of these races this year with the Cletus crew, and I'm beyond pumped to do it. All right, guys, so 5th place finish, Indy 800. Had a blast. That was sick. My plan coming into it was to qualify in the middle just in case they inverted the field, because they often do that. We qualified dead middle. They inverted it, so we started from the middle. We stayed in the top 10 most of the race, and then I knew the hardest part about this track is to preserve your right front tire, and I was not doing a good job of that. But it was just the way I was driving, the only way I can keep up was unfortunately wearing right front. So I could feel that the right front was going, and I was like, damn, I need a caution to change it. So I bit the bullet, came in without a caution, and right when I came in, they had a caution. Pulled in, got a tire, and the guys were like, hey man, your radiator's leaking. So they pinched the freaking radiator, fixed that, opened the radiator cap, filled it with water, came back out, and I had a good feeling that the cars that were behind me when I came in, that I could pass them, because I had already passed them, and I just felt like I had an upper hand on them. So took the risk, came in, got a new tire, came back out, started from the back, and ended in fifth spot. We tore the car up pretty good. Even after that, I think they put a used tire on here because this tire looks like it has seen better days. It's already like literally coming apart. Oh my God, look at that. It's like legitimately like about to pop. And when the first tire went out on me, I was coming out of turn 2 and I smoked the wall. I was coming out of the turn and the tire kind of like, it didn't pop completely, but the inside was showing metal, and it like kind of like deflated on the inside and went poof. And I smacked the hell out of the wall, put a hole in the car, broke the quarter panel. But she's ready. She needs 4 tires and a radiator, and she's ready for Stafford. Car did great. I gotta practice some more. When I finally caught up to the guys in the front, it was Kevin, Biffle, Ty, and Brad, and they're like really, really good. And Ty's been practicing on the sim. And like I got close to passing Ty a couple times, but I couldn't do anything but just kind of keep up with them. They had the lines like really figured out. So we're gonna I have a sim at the house. We're gonna practice a lot and get ready for Stafford. And this was a big jump for us. Finally finished one of these things, finished in the top 5. I'm really happy about that. I don't know that I could have passed those guys, honestly, but if I had a little bit more time, who knows what would have happened. So really cool race. Thanks to Garrett for inviting us. Thanks for the pit guys for saving the car and letting us finish the race. I came into this thing wanting to finish so badly, so they hooked me up by pinching the radiator and doing what they had to do to keep us in the race. We had a blast. Check it out, and next time you'll see this Crown Vic. I think we're gonna wrap it. This thing's been good to us, so I think we're gonna do a little wrap. Wifey came and she tagged it. I think she used to do graffiti back in the day because she did a really good job. But I think we're gonna wrap it maybe. Next time you see it, it might have a little purple on it. But we'll get some tires on this thing, get it ready for Stafford. So thank you guys for watching, and thanks for the invite to Garrett and crew. See you in Stafford.